this is Kimberly Art, and I'll be going over assignment number 2, traditional versus cloud computing. So these are the 6 topics I will cover. We'll start with the definition and characteristics of both, then we'll go through cost, then we'll look at scalability and flexibility. For the 4th, we'll look at maintenance and management. For the 5th, we'll look at accessibility and collaboration, and for the 6th, we'll go over security. For the first part, this is traditional versus cloud, and the different characteristics both have. For traditional, we see more hardware and software on premises, and this is just when the companies will have physical hardware that they work with versus virtual. And this is maintained by the businesses themselves, and they have significant capital investments in the beginning to start this infrastructure. And then they'll have to hire their own internal IT staff to manage all the physical tech devices. For cloud computing, they can outsource their IT infrastructure to third-party providers, and the third-party providers maintain their infrastructure for them, and it's accessed through the internet. There's 3 different models for this. There's an infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. And it just depends on what the company needs. For the second part, we'll look at the cost difference between both of them. The traditional one has an upfront capital investment when they start their business, and they have to pay for ongoing maintenance costs for their equipment. For cloud computing, it's more so a pay-as-you-go model, and you pay only for what you actually need. The third part is about scalability and flexibility. For traditional computing, the scalability is more difficult to change as businesses grow, and it can be more costly. For cloud computing, it offers an on-demand scalability, allowing businesses to quickly and easily scale up or scale down as needed. For maintenance and management, traditional computing is more easily customizable since they are in control of all their hardware and everything's on premises. Since the business have control over their physical hardware, they also need to employ their own IT staff to maintain the hardware, so more cost arises that way. For cloud computing maintenance, the cost is reduced in some ways because they don't need an IT staff. The third-party provider already provides a maintenance service for them. For accessibility and collaboration, traditional computing does not depend on the internet. Data can also be accessed only from the system on which the data has been stored on for traditional computing. Cloud computing, on the other hand, can be remotely accessed. Data in cloud computing can be accessed from anywhere through the internet, and they must have an internet connection for cloud computing. For security in traditional computing, there is a disadvantage if the business lacks the expertise to manage and secure their own infrastructure, and it's very dependent on their staff that they hired, because the security can be good as long as they have high-quality firewalls protecting their data that they store on the servers. This is my infographic for my traditional computing versus cloud computing, and it just breaks down the 6 sections that we talked about. The first part being characteristics, and it has the keywords for that one. Then we go on to costs, scalability, maintenance, management, accessibility and collaboration, and finally security. And on each one, I highlighted keywords and put it in the color that represents either traditional or cloud. Thank you for watching my video.